horrible with microphones. Hi, how you doing? Thank you guys for waiting for us. Also, I thought it'd be a really nice surprise to bring my brother along, so I'm very excited for you guys to meet Zak, the one and only Zak.
Here's the thing. So the movie, it's both of your stories.
Yes.
So how important was it for you to make sure that was the focus of this film, that it was about both of you?
Well, actually, like they saw the documentary. In the documentary, if you guys seen it, it's Fighting with My Family. It's on YouTube too, and it's based on this movie's based on that. So if you see it, it's definitely a 50-50 story. And I love the story that Zak has. Like, I feel like it's just as inspiring as people say mine is, really. And his is that you shouldn't measure your success on how famous you are, or how many Instagram followers you have, or how many cameras are pointed at your face. You know, he's successful because he wanted to have a family, and he has 2 kids, and he wanted to own part of my dad's business, and he done that, and now he teaches disabled children how to wrestle, which I think is absolutely incredible, and that's so successful, and just as successful as I am, maybe even more.
Although I am trying to build followers now, so if you can get me on social media.
The irony, though.
You know, but when you see the film, when you see that your story, both of you, like how proud are you that it's resonating not just with fans, but with people who might not even really be wrestling fans? The themes of this movie are relatable across the board.
Yeah, what's really wonderful about the movie is you don't have to be a wrestling fan to watch this movie. It's just one of those things. And it's relatable in the way that everyone in their life has felt like an underdog, or felt a little bit different, or felt like they wasn't succeeding or chasing their dreams or anything like that. And it's just such a beautiful, relatable story, right? And like with our family too, our family are just really wonderful and warm-hearted, and everyone loves a good family movie. And you know the wonderful thing about this movie too is that the girl didn't have to fall in love. That's so weird. There's no relationship like that.
I want to say hi to Lori.
Yes, hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Special treatment at its best. Thank you.
He was very actually confused when he got picked up in England to go to the airport. He was like, Raya, there's a car outside for me. I'm like, yeah, I gotta take it to the airport. He was like, I'm just used to taxis. And he's like, I like this special treatment that we keep getting. It's the cutest thing ever with my brother.
What was it like for your obviously it's about your family, you know, so for your folks, I mean, have they seen the film? I mean,
oh yeah, they've seen it. We actually haven't seen it together yet, but you watched it with Mum and Dad, didn't you? And Dad loves it, and I always tell the story because I think it's freaking hilarious. When it comes to my dad, he's obviously, you've seen him in the movie, him and my parents. My dad's like, all right, if there's gonna be a movie, let's just say there is. I want Ray Winston to play me. And I was like, all right. I was like, right, Dad, I don't know who they're gonna get, but we'll see. And so like a year goes down the line, because obviously it was a long process, and Stephen Merchant was like, no, Nick Frost is going to play your dad. And I'm like, wow, like me and Zach, like, this is so cool. We love Shaun of the Dead. We love Hot Fuzz. Like, we love this guy. Dad's like, who the hell is Nick Frost? Where's Ray Winston? Dad, it doesn't work like that way. You should be happy, like he's awesome, like he's a really good actor, but our dad's very old school. He likes Zulu, the movie Zulu, and he likes Laurel and Hardy and stuff like that. He doesn't know anything about the modern era of acting. But then when he saw Nick portray him, he was like, yo, he's actually pretty good, isn't he? And I was like, that's the biggest compliment my dad gave him so far, but you know he loves him.
The funny thing was, Dad laughed at all the jokes, and I said, see, it's funny, isn't it? And he said, yeah, it is funny, because I'm the one saying it. I was like, well, no, actually, Dad, Nick Frost is saying it. Yeah, but they're my jokes.
That's actually pretty true, though, because like Stephen Merchant has a story, too, where people think that my parents are just exaggerative, right? They're like, no, they can't be like that, no way. No, they're exactly like that, right? So Stephen was like, literally all I have to do is follow them around with a notepad and write down everything that came out of their mouths, and the script kind of just wrote itself.
So, you know, it really is sort of like a dream, you know, you get this message from somebody named DJ. Like,
yeah.
What's the story behind that?
I pulled a dad. I was like, who the hell is DJ, and why is he texting my phone? Because I was really confused. I was at WrestleMania 2014, and I didn't know he had the nickname, right? I just know him as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Obviously, you call him by his full name. But yeah, I got the text, and he was like, I'd love to talk to you at some point today. And once I found out who it was, I was like, oh my gosh, Dwayne is texting my phone. This is so bizarre. So I go into his office, like in the movie, you know, but someone came and grabbed me and took me there. And he was like, hey, it's DJ. And I'm like, yep, yes, you are. And he was like, yeah, so I saw the documentary, I Couldn't Sleep One Night in England when I was filming Fast and Furious, Stumble Across Your Family's documentary, and I thought it was just wonderful. Your whole family dynamic, your brother, you, like the whole thing just reminds me of my family. I love it. So we're gonna make a movie on it. And I was like, okay. I was like, this is very strict. I was just like, I have no idea what to say, so I just started crying my eyes out instead. And then he was like, oh, by the way, tomorrow you're gonna be debuting and you're gonna win the Divas Championship. And then I started aggressively crying even more. And then he was like, oh, and by the way, no one's allowed to know about this. And I was like, right, so how the hell am I gonna do this? Now I have to walk backstage at WrestleMania, trying to like, you know, my life just got changed in like 5 minutes of sitting down with Dwayne. And I run into Tamina backstage as I walk out the room. And she's like, you okay, sis? And I was like, I'm just a really big fan of Dwayne. I don't know. I needed to try and cover up, but yeah. But I called them straight away.
What's it like after being in the wrestling world to be in Hollywood, to be in show, you know, the movie business? Like how are they similar and how are they obviously very, very different?
You get used to doing, you know, the whole media side of things, but you talk to media that you don't necessarily talk to if you're just in the WWE. And then it's just very surreal because you get to go to places like Sundance Festival, and then, you know, I get to come speak to you guys at the movie theaters, which I absolutely love. So thank you guys for coming in and watching the movie. We love hanging out with you guys. I'm really sad because this is our last one too. This one and the one in a second, I think. So.
What's this journey been like for you too, Zach?
This is crazy. I mean, only the last couple of days I've been brought up to talk to everyone that's been here watching the movies and stuff. It's very surreal. I keep phoning. Oh, actually, here's a good one for you. The girl Courtney, I actually got married to her. Yeah. And my son Caden that was born is actually now 6, and I got a little girl named Devon who's going to be 4 in July. And thank you. I keep phoning them and I'm like, this is so surreal. I'm having to sit at the front and I've got loads of faces looking at me. I'm not used to this. I'm the guy in the background. This is the one in the spotlight, you know? So it's very surreal, but I'm enjoying every minute.
He's like constantly sitting on the couch too, looking at his social media. I've never seen him look at his phone so much in my life. He's like, look how many views I got today, sis. Wait, Maurice just followed me. That's so strange.
The best thing is yesterday I met The Rock for the first time.
Yeah.
Over FaceTime.
So that obviously that scene that happened didn't actually happen. Like, he hasn't met Dwayne yet, so him aggressively shouting at us unfortunately didn't happen.
Well, if that had happened, I would have washed my face. I'd have been dirty and.
7 years on. So yeah, like Dwayne randomly FaceTimed into like one of these things yesterday. It was here actually in this place. I won't be calling today, like, guys. I'm sorry. I don't want to like get anyone's hopes up. Everyone just leaves. We heard he was gonna FaceTime. But yeah, like we were just talking about it, and Kevin Misher, who's one of the producers for the movie, was here, and he was watching the movie with you guys. And all of a sudden he just whips out his phone, and Dwayne Johnson is just on it, and Zach's just like, holy sh! Screams it in the middle of the movie. He was like, I've never met him before. This is so cool.
What kind of conversations did you have with Stephen Merchant, who wrote and directed the film? Because I mean, obviously, you know, Dwayne got him on, and he wrote the screenplay based on the documentary and everything. But did you have like any, both of you, like have conversations with him about, you know, just like these are things that my character would say and not do, and you know, just to make sure that it was true to life?
He was very, so the movie's 95% true to story, right? There's just a couple of things that was inaccurate, but obviously you have to turn up for the drama of Hollywood. But with Stephen, he was just so hands-on when it comes to it, and he was so passionate about the script that he just wanted it to be as accurate as possible. So every other day he would call or text, or he would come visit us. Like, he would do everything in his power to make it as true as possible, and he just wanted us to be happy too. And not once, I don't think, especially myself, I don't know about you, Zach, but I didn't want to change anything. I was like, you have a biopic about your life, and Stephen Merchant and Dwayne are kind of running the thing. You're not going to be like, hey, excuse me, but I don't want it like this. You know what I mean? You're just like, no, I trust you. You're good people, right?
So he actually come round to the house. So my mum and dad's house that you see on this movie, it is identical to like every detail of it. In fact, I watched it the first time and I was like, they were filming in my mum and dad's house.
They still live there.
They still live there and nothing's changed. I don't think anything will ever change them too. But Stephen, he was coming around to our house, he was coming to our gym, he was coming to our trainer schools. And just adding on to what my sister said, you know, my dad would be talking to the trainees, the group of guys we're training, and he'll say something that was funny, and Stephen will be like, I like that, and just write it in his notepad. And you know, nothing was off limits either. You know, we are who we are. You know, you can't change who you are. Just embrace it. Be the best you. And Stephen literally wrote everything down. And yeah, it was amazing. The guy we owe a lot of credit to. He's written, produced. He's done a lot with this movie. And both of us and the rest of our family, we owe a lot to Stephen Merchant, The Rock, and the team that are putting this together.
And the great thing about it is that of any new film released so far in 2019, this has the best reviews, the best score on where?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, I just went up to 93% today.
Oh, did?
Yeah, it was so happy.
So like how, you know, what do you go through? Do you like read the reviews?
Well, actually, like, you know, we have the whole team, so like I have like the president of freaking MGM text me because he's so excited. I'm just like, that's so cool. I have the president. It's just like 93%, 92% yesterday, and he'll just keep updating me. And then all these people are just so excited, obviously, because the film's just been such a success, and it's only been open to 4 movie theaters this weekend, like across the country, only 4 movie theaters, and it's just been so successful. And it's thanks to you guys for liking it so much. I mean, you could all be like, nah, it's crap. But you actually really enjoy it, so I'm really happy about it.
And so it opens wide next weekend.
Yeah.
And, you know, before you got here, I said, please make sure you spread the word on all your social media. You too, by the way. So, because that's
Well,
how you
I
spread
mean,
the
I
word.
try.
Yeah.
I might post about
I
it.
follow you, so I know you're busy.
I think I religiously post about it an annoying amount of times. Yeah.
Let's talk about Florence, who plays you in the film. I mean, how far into the development process of making the movie did you meet? Did you talk? Did you sort of like give her advice on like how to train and stuff like that, or anything?
Actually, we didn't meet until after the movie because you know, they were filming dominantly in England, and I couldn't fly at the time because I just had neck surgery. So it was like an impossible quest to try and get over there. But she got my number, and she was texting and calling me constantly. We were like, it was becoming an issue how much we were talking to each other. Like, and it wasn't even about the movie. We just loved each other that much. And then like we finally got to meet like 2 weeks before Sundance, and it was like you have like a pen pal that you've been talking to for years. It feels like, and you finally get to meet each other. It was like a really wonderful experience. And she's just such a wonderful person, and like she's such a wonderful actor too. Like she just killed it. She absolutely killed it. And the weird thing about us too as well is that like we were like scary similar anyway. Like the way we sit, the way we stand, the way, like we cackle with our heads back. And we actually brought this up in a media outlet before, and as soon as we did that, we both like threw our heads back and cackled, and everyone was like, whoa, this is weird. Yeah, we were very similar. And so, but yeah, she just did an incredible job. She made me aesthetically way more pleasing to look at. I mean, I did not have those eyebrows back in the day. So yeah, she did an amazing job.
And what's it like for you to have someone play you? You know, did you have any consultation in that area?
Yeah, I mean, I met Jack on day 1 of filming. They'd done a lot in London, England, and they were using our wrestling rings, they were using our guys for scenes and stuff. But the first time I met Jack, I was like 285 pounds. I've actually lost 50 pounds in the last 6 months, trying to make sure I look half presentable and not the drug dealer that you see on the screen.
If you guys didn't see, he was actually playing the drug dealer.
So when I first met Jack, I walked in and I was like, you don't look nothing like me. You're like 70 pounds dripping wet, and you know, you're Scottish and I'm English, and you know, but as soon as I see him in front of that camera, the guy come alive. And I really think that, I know it's my story, but looking into it, just watching the movie, I think Jack portrayed it very, very well, and he done a fantastic job. You know, it was a really emotional thing to have to do on the screen, and he mastered it. I'm very proud and very happy that Jack Loudon played me in this movie.
Awesome. I'm going to open up to the audience. If you have questions, and there's a question right there. Raising your hand. You're asking a question and filming it at the same time.
Yes, I am.
She's a woman, that's what we do.
I have a question for Paige. I was just wondering, if you had a chance to get into the ring again, who would you want to be against?
Oh man, there's like such a long list of people I'd want to wrestle.
It's definitely the pink lady, isn't it?
Definitely the pink lady, yeah. And it would have to be Zak again. No, apart from Zak. No, actually. I mean, I would have liked to have faced Ronda just to, just to say I did that. No, but I would love to face, like, I love Nia Jax. I love her so much, so I would love to face her. I would love to face Charlotte again, Sasha, Becky. Now she's the man, dude. Like, oh my gosh, she's just stealing the show every week, and I feel like she's the best thing that's going on in the WWE right now. So anything to do with her, I feel like she turns to gold, and I'm just like, touch me.
Another question, yes, the blackjack.
Yeah. Hi, Paige. I love you.
I love you too.
No, I was wondering who was your first like real connection and best friend down in NXT? How kind of those three girls were based on, but who did you actually get?
So the funny thing is with this is that me and the girls really didn't get along at first. And the weird thing is that I just assumed they were always judging me, but I didn't realize that I was judging these girls too. You know, like these girls would judge me on the fact that I look different, whatever, and you didn't really get to see it as much in the movie, but it wasn't the prettiest thing when I first started. But then these girls I was judging because I was like, you just want to be here because you're pretty. Because these girls are gorgeous, like, literally they're pretty much always walking in slow motion. There's always a smoke machine and doves flying behind them, you know? Like there's, I just died in your arms tonight in the background. Like they were just gorgeous, gorgeous women. But I'm really happy that we made amends after, a couple of months. And the one person who was always nice to me from day one was this wrestler called Summer Rae. And she's not, there's a couple of nods in here, so you all know who I'm talking about. She's like the epitome of a diva, dude. She looks like a diva. As soon as you walk in, you're like, oh yeah. Wrestles like a diva, looks like a diva, and you wouldn't think I would be like good friends with this girl, but we became so inseparable. And I was really sad when she got released from WWE. Hopefully one day she comes back.
Another question right there, yes.
Hi Paige, big fan.
Thank you.
This is for both you and Zach. Is there anything that you think would have been great to see on the movie that didn't make it?
I always say that's for the sequel. Give me a sequel.
All right, last question is right over here. Hang on.
Goodness, look at you, get in my pocket. So cute.
Can you sign this?
Every time, and it's so cute every single time.
So cute, right?
Yeah.
Come on up.
Come here, baby girl. Every time, and it's the cutest thing. There's always a little girl coming.
Last question. Who's got a good question? Yes. Wait. You, right here.
Who would you pick as your tag?
Lindsay, I just met you.
What was the question?
Who would you pick as your tag team partner?
Who would you pick as your tag team partner?
Male or female?
Male, because you know how they have a match.
The intergender matches now? Oh, tough one. Probably you? I would pick my brother.
Alright, thanks guys, good to see you all.
Well, okay, one more question. Here you go, right here. Here you go, right here.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Okay, there you go, Lindsay.
You have a lot of pictures.
Happy that your brother's here today. Hi, Lindsay's brother. Who's my favorite wrestler? Okay, so you're not gonna know this one, but there was a female wrestler back in the day called Borna Kano, which I absolutely adore. There you go. Hardcore wrestling fans right there. I also loved Lita just because she looked so different, and obviously her aesthetic was pretty similar to mine. There we go. There's the Lita fan in the house. And obviously Dwayne, if you're watching Dwayne. And I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. I just like, it's crazy how much I love him, like restraining order type deal.
What?
What?
Who's
Who's
your
yours?
favorite wrestler? Who's your favorite wrestler?
My favourite wrestler. The Rock was up there, Shawn Michaels, Mr. Perfect. I like the workhorses. I like the guys that go out there and just put their body on the line every time. Kurt Angle was another one that was a fantastic wrestler.
Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero, yeah. Listen, we could sit here until next week and I could keep listing the wrestlers. So
Me.
You're not on there.
Well, one thing, what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to spread the word about Fighting With My Family. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Hurry, I want to take the bad boy off.